Hey Nancy, Jessica Peterson here with Peterson SEO. I really appreciate you speaking with me earlier and accepting this free video. I know that you're kind of hesitant because you're in the process right now of hiring your new marketing team, whether it's in-house or outsource. This is actually perfect timing because I'm about to give you 3 strategies that they can start applying right away, and it's going to make a significant difference in your business. I know that it will because we've helped over 50 other restoration companies just like you guys, and it's made a huge difference in their business. Now, right now, you guys only get about 19 people to your website per month organically. And that means you're missing out on 60 to 70% of the available jobs every month. And of those people that land on your website, these are people specifically looking you up by your name, Beacon Restoration. And that means 90% of people you're missing, okay? 90% of people, when they need your services, they've never been in this position. They don't know who to call and they don't know who you are. So they're not going to be searching Beacon Restoration. They are going to be searching the local services. So depending on where you're based out of, if it's Montgomery or College Station, whatever that is, your home page and all of your service pages need to have keywords built around that location, okay? So let's say it's College Station, so you're going to be water damage College Station, water damage restoration College Station water damage, okay? You have to focus on those local keywords. Now, when it comes to ranking on Google, Google doesn't rank based on appearance. Even though you have a nice looking website, that's not what Google cares about. It is based on content, and content is key. So you do need a lot of content. That means separate pages for all of your individual services, which it looks like you have, and separate pages for your service areas so you can be found in each area you serve. Now, Google wants that because they want a single page devoted to one service that allows you to tell everything about that service, your processes for that service, answer the most common questions, and be able to hyper-focus on the local keyword for that service to help Google index those keywords so they can bring people to your website, okay? And when we talk about content, that is videos and images, as well. So we want to make sure everything is optimized with those local keywords. And when we look at your local, this keyword, the name of this image, it just has front homepage scale. That is not optimized. So this needs to be optimized with your keyword and location, okay? And the same goes for all of this written content, okay? You need a lot of written content. You don't want just generic information. You want good quality, relatable information for your customers, okay? It needs to be helpful. And it needs to be focused on the local services. Now, you do need to have mini summaries of each of these services, but that would be more than just a sentence, and it needs to be based on those local keywords, okay? And your home page being the most important page, it's supposed to tie everything together. It needs to have at least 1,500 words or more of written content. So if your competitors have more than 1,500 words, you will need more than they have, okay? You'll need 1,800 or even 2,000 words of content. Google is sending crawlers to your website, which are like little mini robots, and it scans everything on your website. It scans all of these pages, all the written content, looking for the keywords, looking to understand what services you offer and where. And so when you don't have the right type of content and you don't have a keyword strategy in place, Google is not able to fully understand. And if Google doesn't understand, how can we expect them to send you customers, right? So your content and keyword strategy here are absolutely critical. And then always doing better than our competition. So if we look in College Station, the top ranking water damage currently is EMRG. Not a fabulous site, okay? Doesn't even look like they have service pages. Little bit of content here, but they are using local keywords. Not a whole lot of information. These guys are going to be extremely, extremely beatable for you guys, okay? These guys don't have much going on at all. So all you have to do is better content, good keyword strategy, more content, more pages, long form blogs. All those things are going to help you beat these guys. Okay. Now we know when people do a search, they're going to do a search similar to this. And when they do, there's really three main areas that your website can show up in good positioning in. Okay. And generally the first is going to be ads. Those are going to be your cost per click and local service ads like this. And this could be really lucrative if that's what you want to do, as long as your processes are dialed in and you have the proper landing pages. You never want to send your ad customers to your main website pages. They're not going to convert. They have to have customized landing pages. Now these next two sections here are even more important because this is where the bulk of the traffic comes. And so you want to make sure that you are here in this top section. And for this specific search you are, so that is awesome. But if you find for one of your services you're not in this position, then you need to further optimize your profile and go and get more citations. You're going to need more than your competition has. And so that is simply going out and getting a bunch of directory listings. That's listing the name of your business, your address, phone number, and website, and putting those in a bunch of directories like Yellow Pages, Yelp, Glassdoor, Better Business Bureau, Angie's, and House, even your social media profiles. Okay, all of those are citations, and you just need to do better than your competitor. And then this third section here is actually the most important section. This is your organic section. This is where 60 to 70% of people come. They will skip the ads, they'll skip the maps, and they come right here, okay? So when your website isn't showing up here for the search and that service, you're losing 60 to 70% of the jobs available every single month. And so for your website to show up here, it all comes back to the foundation of this website. Do you have the right content and keyword strategy? And are you supporting that with backlink SEO? So if we take a look here, this is Ahrefs, a paid tool that we use to show how a website is performing. We can see you have a rating of a 4.3 out of 100 in Google's Trust Flow. That means Google doesn't trust your website. And yes, that does have to do with the quality of the site, but more so it is the power you're sending to it. Your website is a tool, and like most tools, it requires power. And websites get their power from backlinks. So while we do need a lot of backlinks, and we need more backlinks than our competitors, okay, we only want to go after and get the good do-follow links that are closely related to our services. And so these are going to be coming from websites like other home service businesses and vendors. Okay, the fact that you have over 400 links and a 4.3 tells me that majority, if not all of these backlinks, are spammy links that are actually hurting you. So bad links you want to get rid of and disavow, and you want to go after and get good links and more than our competition. And when you do, it's going to increase this score. Increases Google's trust, which promotes your website, helps you to rank higher, and it's going to help you rank your keywords. Now, because your website doesn't have a whole lot of keywords or keyword strategy, you've only been indexed for 13, and you're only getting 19 people to your site organically, and those are people who are specifically Googling your brand name. Okay, that's where your traffic's coming from, and you obviously are ranking for that, but you're not ranking for any other keywords on your site. And most of these keywords that you are even indexing for are not even local keywords. Okay, so you're missing out on a ton of potential traffic by not having these strategies dialed in. Now, when we look at your competitor, their profile is a little bit stronger. They have a 21 with only 292 backlinks. Okay, so you have more backlinks and a lower score, so it just proves not all backlinks are created equal. So you have to go and get better quality links than they have and more of them. They only have 20 keywords indexed, and they only have 13 people coming to their site. And when we look at their keywords, we can see like these are College Station water damage keywords, College Station, College Station. Okay, so they are ranking on the first page for these keywords. Okay, so these guys are absolutely very beatable. You just have to do better than they are doing. Okay, that's better content, and backlink strategy is going to help you tremendously. So please feel free to take this information, run with it, and have your new team, whether it's in-house or whether you're hiring outsourcing, run with it and apply it and start using it today. This is going to be huge for you guys. But if through this process, somehow they're not able to do this, do feel free to give us a call. This is what we specialize in, and we'd be happy to help. We're here to answer any questions that you might have. So please feel free to respond to my email, give us a call, and we would be happy to chat. Thank you so much for watching, Nancy. And I do look forward to hearing from you.